Is it the best one yet? Hello guys, welcome back to Review Rant. We are finishing out the MonsterVerse series with Godzilla x Kong: The New Empire. This movie did not disappoint, man. Let's just get into it. This movie was kind of awesome. This movie it's awesome, okay? Let me just get through it. Let me just give some awesome points. So first of all, the characters aren't actually that bad. Now they're not, I guess like they're not like rich, I guess you could say, but they're actually fine in my opinion. I think a standout for me was Bernie. I thought Bernie was way funnier in this movie than he was in Godzilla vs. Kong. I thought he stepped into his shoes a lot more. The action. Wow, there is so much action in this movie. And great fight sequences, great, monsters going at it and stuff, Adam Wingard, the director of the previous movie, he really also steps in, so he directed 2 of these movies and he does it really well, I feel like the later half of this series, it just keeps getting better and better and better. And this movie is no exception, man. I mean, I thought I loved Mechagodzilla, but I think the new villain here, Scar King, is really, really cool. He's actually like, he's a menace, he kind of sucks. I mean, he's a monster. I mean, he starts bullying around all these other Kong, all these other Kongs and stuff, and then he bullies our Kong, and he's also like, controlling Shimu, the new villain, which I'm gonna say, I really enjoyed Shimu. I thought she was a really cool creature and a very awesome design, and responsible for I think they said responsible for the Ice Age, and that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. A lot of things I love this movie. Now, from the beginning, I really liked it, with like Kong. I like how this series, because Kong is obviously the most human-like out of all the creatures in the MonsterVerse, I guess. That he is more of the focus. Now, I'm not saying that Godzilla does not shine in this movie, because even though he has not as much screen time as Kong, he still does an awesome job. I mean, Godzilla also shines in this movie as well. For the brief amount of screen time he sometimes has in this movie, it's not much, but there is a lot of it though. He does it fine. And he kills lots of monsters, and he goes around, and especially in the final fight, which was pretty cool. And also, he also evolves in this movie, which is also kind of cool. But back to Kong, you can tell that he's like going through the Hollow Earth. I also like how he has like the little tooth thing. Also, that comes back later in the movie when he has to get his tooth like removed, and then Scar King and all that. He ends up punching Scar King. His tooth falls out. Little funny joke you can, I guess, get. If you watch the movie, you'll get it. But after we get Kong's whole thing and he goes to the surface and all that, we get introduced to the characters. We only have Rebecca Hall's character and this new character named Trapper, which I do not know why they not get Dr. Den Lin. For some reason, this guy is absent in the movie. I don't know why. Bernie's character, he also is in this movie. He's pretty fun. I like this character a lot. He did a fine job, and Gaia, I mean.
Sorry, Tungsten. Dumbass.
She's also in this. Now, that's our characters. Now, what they're accomplishing is, trying to, they're trying to, like, research and stuff, like Kong and the Hollow Earth, and, explore and stuff. And also, in exploring more stuff, Kong, he ends up, exploring, a place. He finds, Suko, the little small junior Kong. They have a little fight. It's actually really funny. My theater was dying of laughter, and so was I whenever like all the other apes started fighting him, and he picked up Suko and started slamming him against the other apes. That was pretty funny. But also like how Kong is very nurturing towards this creature, thinking that he's the last of his kind, but in fact there is other apes just like him. That was an also cool moment where he's he's looking after him, and it's really nice. I like that. And eventually Suko ends up leading Kong to the place, which is well, what is it? It's Scar King's place, I guess, where they're like working on like lava and stuff, and also Shimu's also there. Get to that a little later, I guess. But yeah, you can definitely tell that Scar King is definitely like a menace in this, though. I mean, he bullies around and kills other apes, which is kind of sad. I mean, he kicks one into lava and he burns to death. I was like, that's crazy, that's sad, that's awful. But yeah, I mean, he is really a menace in this movie. Like, he's controlling Shimu with this like blue, I don't know what to call it, a little blue spike thing. Really cool. He's like controlling Shimu to, like, you know, fight Kong, which, you know, he actually, you know, gets injured in this movie, which if you watch the marketing, you'll see the beast glove that Kong is wearing actually gets that from Shimu, because like it like freezes his whole hand. That was pretty cool. And how the humans, you know, evolved, how the humans were involved in helping him with that, I thought was also kind of clever too. Also, I didn't understand the whole humans part. We're bringing it back to the humans part. I didn't understand what was going on at first. Now, I'm not saying that was a bad thing. I didn't know what was going on. Like, they were trying to like do something, then they found this tribe, Gaia's characters, you know, going through doing all this stuff or whatever. And then eventually, you know, she goes in like this temple. There's like these two pyramid things, you know, that are there or whatever. And then I guess our character ends up like pushing it or something, and ends up like releasing Mothra. It is cool to see Mothra again. I will say that. I don't get the whole Gia and Gia or Gaia? I don't know. Gia, I think maybe. And Mothra, like they're I guess she's like guiding Mothra or something. I don't really understand. I still don't understand. All I know is that I saw big monsters, big action, cool set pieces, and a fantastic story, I guess, in a way. This is my favorite MonsterVerse movie now. It's actually better than I was expecting, which is very rare to say, because coming off of last week, which was Ghostbusters, the Frozen Empire, more like Ghostbusters, half a city block frozen. But besides that, this movie, we actually get like a whole entire ocean and Rico getting frozen. That was an awesome scene. We also get to see, which I thought was awesome in the theater, because I tried to avoid the marketing and stuff, and I actually did it pretty well, because I saw a really cool scene where Scar King and Shimu are, you know, they're like, I think Scar King jumps on Shimu, and then they start running, and then Kong and Godzilla do the same thing. Kong jumps on Godzilla's back, and they have like this epic fight that happens. It's awesome, and I love it. It's really cool. A lot of fight scenes between them too, and then that's more of when Godzilla shows more up. You know, he starts fighting and stuff. You know, also still shows you that doesn't matter how long it's been, Godzilla can still beat Kong. Kong does have, you know, some new abilities though, with the whole Beast Glove thing, which can like has like this energy stuff. Really cool, you know, really cool moments. I'm glad that they didn't kill any of the monsters off though, or any of the, you know, the main ones off, because, you know, it would have sucked, you know. But they did this movie pretty well. Okay, this movie is very fun, very enjoyable, bro. Honestly, if you haven't watched this movie, you probably should. Like, it's a fantastic, fun movie, big action, and besides the characters that I didn't understand what was going on, but once I actually, you know, knew what was going on, I got it, and I started enjoying it a whole lot more. And then by the end fight scene in Rico was my absolute favorite. Like, I thought that Godzilla versus Kong was a cool fight at the end, which it still is, but this fight is my favorite, because we have a 2v2, and then it's a 3v2, because Suko ends up coming out and fighting, and we don't actually get to see that many characters in this movie. Like, it just shows our main characters, instead of showing all these other characters all over the place, like Godzilla versus Kong. No, we actually get to see monsters fighting each other without switching to characters, you know, which is really cool. This is what we've been wanting for the longest time, to have a continuous fight with monsters without it cutting to characters. This movie delivers. This movie is fun, awesome, enjoyable, and I love it. Watch this movie. I recommend it. 10 out of 10 movie, okay? I also give it a 10 out of 10 on recommendation. Watch this movie, bro. It's fun, it's enjoyable, and it's awesome. Definitely the best MonsterVerse movie, in my opinion. At the moment, Maybe because I just came out of watching the theater, but this is an awesome movie. Definitely worth watching. Watch this movie, please. Until then, guys, I'll see you later.
Wait! There's more!
Also, I kind of have a confession, though. I think I'm now addicted ever since I got the Ghostbusters, Frozen Empire stuff. I now kind of have officially started buying this. Yep. And I didn't just buy one, because I bought all three. Like, what was I supposed to do? If you have the chance to buy this stuff, definitely buy it. Also, to buy the popcorn bucket, because if you're going with, like, I don't know, like your family, or maybe you're going out with somebody, this is definitely something you want, because look at this. This thing like opens, so like you can have like 2 separate popcorns while eating. It's awesome and dope, and they are definitely marketing this movie because it is very cool and very fun. So, if you're gonna watch the movie, I'd say buy this stuff too, because this stuff is really cool. Now, that is it for today, guys. I hope you enjoy. But yeah, this time, officially, goodbye.
Just